There's a world where the sun has never shone, a realm of crushing pressure and eternal night. Down here, in the inky blackness of the abyss, evolution has given birth to some truly strange and terrifying creatures. These aren't the monsters of myth and legend. They're very real. Today, we're diving into that abyss to count down the 10 creepiest creatures ever discovered in the deep ocean. Number 10. The giant tube worm. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a creature that thrives where you'd think no life could possibly exist. Meet the giant tube worm, Rifsha pachyptala. These bizarre organisms cluster around hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor, enduring insane heat and a chemical cocktail that's toxic to most life on Earth. They can grow to be over 6 feet tall, forming dense, alien-like forests in the crushing dark. But here's the really creepy part. These giants have no mouth, no gut, and no digestive system. So, how do they eat? They host symbiotic bacteria inside their bodies, which take the poisonous hydrogen sulfide spewing from the vents and turn it into energy for them. They are, essentially, living chemical reactors. Their bright red plumes, which look like bloody feathers, are gills that they can retract in a flash if a predator gets too close. Just imagine an entire ecosystem, a forest of swaying, gutless beings, flourishing in poison and darkness. Miles below the surface, they're a silent, thriving community in one of Earth's most hostile environments. Number 9. The Japanese spider crab. Coming in at number 9 is something that looks like it crawled straight out of your worst nightmare. The Japanese spider crab, Macrochera chemferi, is the largest arthropod in the world by leg span, when it's fully grown. Its legs can stretch up to 12 feet from claw to claw, that is wide enough to straddle a small car. These haunting giants stalk the seabed off the coast of Japan, usually at depths between 150 and 300 meters. As scavengers, they use those long, spindly legs to pick apart whatever has died and drifted down to the ocean floor. Younger crabs will often decorate their shells with sponges and kelp, a macabre form of camouflage that helps them blend in with the dark, debris-littered seafloor. What makes them truly unsettling is their incredible resilience and lifespan. These crabs are thought to live for up to 100 years, just slowly and deliberately stalking the abyss for a century. Many of them are found with at least one limb missing, yet they just keep on going. They're long, weak legs easily torn off but capable of being regrown. It's a vision of a persistent, ancient monster, patiently waiting in the deep. Number 8. The deep-sea lizardfish. At number 8, we have a truly terrifying ambush predator of the abyss, the deep-sea lizardfish. Its scientific name, Bathysaurus ferox, literally translates to fierce deep-sea lizard, and it has definitely earned that title. This creature lurks on the ocean floor, thousands of feet down, burying itself in the sediment with only its horrifying face exposed, waiting for a meal. Its most prominent feature is a mouth just packed with long, sharp, needle-like teeth. As a lion-weight predator, it will snap at anything that swims by, from fish and squid to even members of its own species. Food is scarce down there, so the lizardfish can't afford to be picky. And to make things even stranger, this fish is a hermaphrodite, having both male and female reproductive organs. This means any two lizardfish that happen to meet in the vast, empty darkness can reproduce a chillingly practical solution to loneliness in the deep. With its reptilian face, dead-looking eyes, and a mouth that seems way too big for its body, the lizardfish is the definition of patient horror. Number 7. The Barreleye. Alright, prepare for the truly bizarre with our number 7 entry. The Barreleye fish, Macropinamicrostoma. At first glance, you might not even know what you're looking at. This fish's most stunning feature is its completely transparent, fluid-filled head, and through this clear dome. You can see its eyes, two glowing green orbs, just sitting there inside its head. The Barreleye lives in the ocean's twilight zone, where sunlight fades into nothing. Its super-sensitive, tubular eyes are usually pointed straight up, helping it spot the faint silhouettes of prey drifting above. But here's where it gets even. Weirder, once it spots a meal, the Barreleye can actually rotate its eyes to look forward, all while it swims up to grab its target. It literally sees through its own forehead. Scientists think this transparent shield also protects its eyes from the stinging tentacles of siphonophores, which it often steals food from. It's a ghostly, almost unbelievable creature, like a living submersible with rotating periscope eyes, navigating the eternal twilight. Number 6. The Vampire Squid. Its name alone is enough to send a shiver down your spine. At number 6, we have Vampirotothus infernus, which literally means vampire squid from hell. And honestly, it looks the part. With huge red eyes, a dark, velvety cloak of webbed skin connecting its 8 arms, and fleshy spines lining them, it truly is a creature of aquatic horror. But despite its terrifying name and looks, the vampire squid isn't a bloodsucker. In fact, it's not even an aggressive hunter. It actually feeds on marine snow, the random debris of dead plankton and other particles that drift down from above. It uses 2 long, retractable filaments to gather up this gunk. When it's threatened, the vampire squid pulls its webbed arms up and over its body, turning itself inside out into a defensive cloak that hides its form. If that doesn't work, it can shoot out a sticky cloud of glowing mucus to confuse its attacker. It lives at depths where the oxygen is so low that most creatures couldn't survive. The vampire squid is a living fossil, an ancient creature that has perfected survival in one of the most inhospitable places on Earth. Number 5. The Gulper Eel. Number 5 on our list is basically a swimming mouth. The Gulper Eel, also known as the pelican eel, is one of the most strangely proportioned animals in the ocean. Its most defining feature is its enormous, loosely hinged jaw that makes up about 1/4 of its entire body length. This jaw can unhinge and expand, which lets the eel swallow prey much larger than itself, found at depths up to 10,000 feet. The Gulper Eel is a pretty bad swimmer with tiny eyes and flabby muzzles. It doesn't really chase its prey. Instead, many believe it uses a bioluminescent organ at the tip of its long, whip-like tail as a lure. It dangles this glowing pink or red light in the darkness, attracting unsuspecting fish and crustaceans. When the victim gets close enough, the eel opens its massive mouth, creating a huge net that scoops up the meal along with a ton of water, which it then slowly pushes out through its gills. The sheer absurdity of its body is what makes it so creepy. It's a creature seemingly designed by a committee of nightmares, a floating garbage bag of a mouth that just drifts silently through the abyss. Number 4. The deep-sea dragonfish. If pure, predatory menace had a face, it would probably look like our number for entry, the deep-sea dragonfish. These fish are relatively small, often no more than 15 inches long, but they're among the most fearsome predators of the Midnight Zone. They have a nightmare combination of features: a jet black body, an oversized head, and a jaw filled with fang-like teeth so large they can't even close their mouths. But their most terrifying weapon is light, like a lot of deep-sea creatures. The dragonfish has a glowing lure hanging from its chin to attract prey. However, it holds a unique and sinister advantage. Most life in the deep sea can only see blue light. The dragonfish, however, has evolved the rare ability to both produce and see red light. It uses special organs under its eyes like a biological sniper scope, lighting up its unsuspecting, often red-colored prey with a beam of light that no other creature can even detect. It's the perfect stealth hunter. It can see you, but you can't see it. In the pitch-black battleground of the abyss, the dragonfish is the invisible assassin. Number 3. The anglerfish. No list of deep-sea terrors would be complete without the iconic anglerfish. There are over 300 species, but the ones from the deep sea are the stuff of legend. The female is basically a floating horror show. The round, lumpy body, a massive mouthful of needle-sharp teeth, and its signature feature fleshy, glowing lore sticking out from its head. It dangles this light in the darkness, hypnotizing smaller fish until they swim right into its waiting jaws. But the true horror of the anglerfish is found in its bizarre and parasitic mating ritual. The males are tiny, almost comically small compared to the females. When a male finally finds a female in the vast emptiness of the deep, he bites into her side and latches on for life. His body then fuses with hers, their circulatory systems merge, and he slowly withers away until he's nothing more than a parasitic appendage that produces sperm on demand. A single female may carry up to 6 of these males attached to her body. This is a chillingly efficient solution to the problem of finding a mate in the deep sea. It's a story of dependency and biological horror that makes the anglerfish one of the most profoundly creepy creatures on Earth. Number 2. The frilled shark. Slithering in at number 2 is a creature that seems to have swum straight out of the prehistoric past. The frilled shark is often called a living fossil because it has changed so little over millions of years. It has a long, eel-like body and a head that looks strangely reptilian. But its creepiest feature is what's inside its mouth. The frilled shark's jaws are lined with around 300 trident-shaped, backward-facing teeth, all ranged in 25 rows. These needle-sharp teeth work like hooks, making it nearly impossible for a slippery prey like squid to escape its grip. Instead of chasing its food, it's believed to hunt like a snake, coiling its body and lunging forward to ambush its victims, swallowing them whole. Found in deep waters across the globe, this ancient predator is a rare sight. Its snake-like movement, primitive features, and a truly horrifying set of teeth make it a living relic from a time when monsters ruled the sea. Number 1. The Colossal Squid. And now, for our number 1 creepiest creature found in the deep ocean. This isn't just another animal. It's the stuff of legends, the colossal squid. Mesonicoteuthis hamiltoni is the largest invertebrate on the planet by mass. While the giant squid may be longer, the colossal squid is much heavier, with estimates of it weighing over 1,000 pounds and reaching lengths of nearly 46 feet. They patrol the frigid, dark waters of the Antarctic, but it's not just their size that's terrifying. They're too massive. Tentacles are armed with up to 25 rotating, razor-sharp hooks. These swiveling hooks, along with rows of powerful suckers, are used to latch onto and shred prey, and then there are its eyes. The colossal squid has the largest eyes of any known animal, reaching the size of a soccer ball. These enormous, forward-facing eyes likely give it binocular vision, allowing it to judge distances with terrifying precision in the near-total darkness. Perhaps to spot the faint glow of its prey or the shadow of an approaching whale. It is a true leviathan, a behemoth armed with shredding hooks and dinner plate-sized eyes, embodying the monstrous, undiscovered terror of the deep. From alien tube worms to parasitic nightmares and hook-covered leviathans, the deep ocean is a theater of evolutionary horror. These 10 creatures are just a peek into a world we're only beginning to explore, a world that proves the most terrifying monsters aren't in our imaginations, but waiting in the crushing blackness below. What do you think? Which of these creatures freaked you out the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to see more mysteries from the unknown, Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. You never know what we'll uncover. Next.